come deaf, but they go away hearing. They come dumb, but they go away speaking. They come dead, but the word raises them to spiritual life. Huh? Look at the enemy. He wants to take me. Just like the Bible said, they wanted Jesus, but they feared the people. They are planning now in Washington. We got to stop him. Now we got to stop this Farrakhan. Why you want to stop me? Because I'm no longer limited to any mosque. I've jumped out of the mosque and I'm in the church. I'm in the lodge now. I'm in the classroom. I'm in the schoolroom. I'm in the pool hall. I'm in the whorehouse. I'm everywhere now. You can't stop this. God is behind it. They never wanted to see any black leader get to the youth. You are the power, young man, young woman. Nobody like you. The strongest generation we've ever produced. You're unlike any other generation. You know why? Because you're born into this world to deal with the enemies. That's why you're murderers. You're cold killers. Because you're born warriors for God, but you're misdirected. You're into gangs over some little dope, some little jive community. God wants you to take the whole world and put it under your foot. The dry bones in the valley stood up and exceeding the great army. That's what the enemy fears. They fear the black man and woman standing up like an army of black men that are men and not boys. You'll never stop us. The rappers today, the young rappers today, you may not like rap. You may find a lot of fault with it. But rap is the new idiom of communicating ideas to young people. You too old? Then you settle down in your idiom. You had your day. And your thing is your thing. Nobody trying to take your thing from you. So don't try to take rap from the children. We just want the rap to be a righteous rap. I saw Prince Akeem's video. It's time to come correct. One of the most beautiful videos I've seen. I'm proud of my brother. In fact, I'm proud of all of them that will rap consciousness and truth to the youth. So the beat goes on. And the youth are there, you know, they gone. But they're getting the message. They'll never stop this generation. That's why drugs are proliferating in our community. Because they can't control your mind. They've got to get the drug into you. But even if you're dealing with drugs, and if you let God come into your life, brother, the drug becomes a pump thing. I mean, I'm high all the time, brothers. I just can't help myself. You see how I floated in here tonight, man? I was high as a Georgia pine, man. Shoot. And I don't drink and I don't smoke. But I'm high all the time. I reach some lows sometimes, but I get my fix and I go right back up. I'm fixed, man. It ain't no junkie around this here.
We gotta get Farrakhan his fix. Nobody with no little white girl, no little white powder meet me. Can't do nothing for me with that. But I'm high, brother. Stay high with the wisdom of God. And every round goes higher and higher. It knows no end. Out there now in space. Not spaced out. But out there in space. Don't you say, one of these mornings, I'm gonna get my wings and I'm gonna fly away. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. In that great getting up morning, I'm gonna fly away. You don't know what you're talking about. Man, this white man has created a world. His world is moving so fast. It creates a force that inclines everyone in his world to his world. It's hard to break out. Just like gravity is a force created by the motion of the earth. In order to get out of the pull of gravity, you got to have a rocket projecting you up out of gravity. And you got to have a heat shield, because when you reach the ceiling of gravity, it's fire coming out and more fire coming back in if you fall back. So it is when you reach the ceiling of gravity, when you're coming up out of the white man's world. When you get up, you got to have a rocket to get you out of his world. You can't just lullaby out. And this teaching from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is like a rocket, brother. When he lights that teaching up under you, man, you were dead yesterday, you pop straight up. You out there now, brother. Your rocket is charged. You heading toward the ceiling of gravity. Now that's a dangerous place. Because see, the Bible tells you you're going to meet the devil in the air. Not under the ground, the prince of the power of the air. See, white folk ain't down there. They got their little cheap fellas down there working with you because you ain't got up yet. But when you get up, get your wings and get up. When you get to a certain height, you gotta meet him because he's there and he's pure fire. When you got your stuff, you put on the whole armor of God. You got your helmet on. You got your breastplate of salvation. You got your foot shod with the shoes of the gospel. You got the sword of truth. You ready, you dealing now. And you get up to the ceiling of gravity, here comes Satan. But he can't stand, you can. You got him beat. You get on through his fire. And that's the way it is. When you start rising, you start dealing first with your mother, your father, your friends. You come into a knowledge that your mom don't know, your daddy don't know. Maybe your preacher didn't know. Then they get shook up when you share it with them. And then they say, oh no, can't be right. Then your family start beating you down. You gotta have your wings, man. You gotta have your rocket strong, brother.
It's my first time seeing this.
Now you're rolling. But you gotta get past mama. You gotta get past daddy. Mama said, boy, you done down there with that Farrakhan? You done gone crazy.
Yep.
If you don't get away from that man, don't you... And then you get weak in your knees, you know what I mean? Oh, Ma. All right, Ma, I ain't going there no more. Well, you just punked out. Your rocket went out. You fizzled out, fell on back to the earth. You laid there like a Scud missile. Spent. He shot his Patriot up and got you. You ain't gonna meet the real devil. You ain't got high enough yet. You gotta get past your friends.
Yep.
Hey man, what's this? You cleaning up. Hey man. What's wrong with you? You don't want to light up, man? I got the pipe. You don't want no reefer no more? What's wrong with you, girl? See, you got to get past that.
I already
See, you
did.
put on a righteous garment. Somebody mock you.
What is that my Aunt Jemima clothes you got on, baby? What is that you got on your head? They start laughing at you. See, and then you can't take it. Next thing you know, you back in your tight jeans again. Hey, now, baby, you got some sense. Right back where you wanted to be. Then fell right back down. For what? You ain't got your rocket ready. Man, when I came up, I went to my mother. I said, Mom, you taught me all my life. I want you to be quiet and listen to me. She was laying in the bed. I sat by the bed. I said, Mom, you just listen to me for a minute now. And I taught her. For about an hour and a half, I ran John Hawkins' history down to her. Opened up the Bible and went to showing her what I had learned. I said, what you think, Ma? She said, sounds pretty good, son. I'll have to check it out. I said, well, that's all right. She didn't fight me, but if she had, she know I'm that kind of son that I don't care what you do. Once I got my mind made up on something, you have to have something to get me, because I'm going straight ahead. I met my friends. They said the nigga went crazy. They said the nigga was headed for Broadway. They had a Broadway show for me and all this kind of stuff. I put it all down. I said, nigga, what's wrong with you? I had a record on the hit parade, Calypso hit parade, for 5 years, man, straight. I'm out of the business and it's still in the hit parade. This is the truth. And all my friends said, man, this nigga was gonna make some money. This nigga's crazy. And you see this nigga, he's out there selling papers, man. I didn't mind. I took it, man. I took it. And kept on growing. IRS called me. Come down. We need to talk to you. I went to the IRS. They said, well, we haven't any tax for you. I said, yes, sir, that's true. I said, income is money received for service rendered.
I know that's right.
I said, I wasn't promised an income, I was promised a reward. I said, there's no money you can pay me for making the blind see, the deaf hear, the dumb speak, and
know
raising
that's
the
right.
dead to life. I said, I'm waiting on my reward, and if you're still around when I get it, then you can tax that.
Nobody want to listen.
I'm telling you what I told them, brother.
My first time seeing
They
this.
said, well, don't you make money? I said, the Muslims take care of my expenses, sir. Where did you get that suit? Did you buy it? I said, no, sir, it's a used suit. My brother brought it to me. Well, don't you take your wife out to a restaurant? I said, yes, sir, I do. I go to the Muslim restaurant and I don't have to pay for it.
That's his wife.
Well, sometimes don't the people come and squeeze some money in your hand sometime when you preach good? I said, sometimes they do that, yes. But when I put that reward on him, you have to tax that if you're still around. He told me get the hell out of his office. I said, I'm going, sir. I'm going. The government sent me a greetings. Told me I was inducted into the Army. Come down and get my physical. I was on my way to Korea. The hell I was.
I swear.
Not me. I don't fight for this enemy. I fight for God. Yeah. Jesus would not approve of me being in the army of the Romans. Would he? I went right on down with my friends. They said, man, we going. I said, you going. I said, I ain't going nowhere.
No, that's right.
I'm just telling you what I did. I'm here. I ain't never been in no service. Ain't gonna be in none. Too old now. My prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death is for God. When I went to the armed place, all my friends, they said, you got to go take a physical. I said, not me. Said, what do you mean, not you?
Not me.
So I'm not gonna let you stick me with no needles against my religion for me to do any bodily harm to myself. I'm telling you what I told him. It was weak, but I told him. I didn't have as much sense then as I have now. I could have figured something better to tell you. But I knew he wasn't going to bring me in there until he could take some blood from me, and I wasn't giving him no blood. I said, I'm not going to do no blood. Well, we just trying to see if you got syphilis. I said, I ain't doing nothing to get no syphilis. I wasn't fornicating. I wasn't committing adultery. I ain't got no syphilis. Well, we got to see. I said, you ain't seeing here. They had to call the adjutant general. He wanted to see me in his office. I went to his office. When I got there, he was reading the rule book because he had this covering and no rules. All niggas do is obey white folk. I don't obey no damn white man. If he ain't telling me what God wants me to do, to hell with the white man. And that's the kind of mind you better get, brother.
Amen.
You don't have to obey him when he calls you. You just scared of him.
Yeah. Like
The general
bitches.
looked at me and said, look, what is your religion? I said, my religion is Islam. I'm a Muslim. He said, get the hell out of here. I'm gone. I walked out, I saw my friend. He was getting on a bus. And I waved at him. Said, you should have followed me. Said, I'm following the Christ, man. I don't know about you, but it takes courage. Now I'm going on up in the air. I got my rocket. You got to be tested by the people around you. People that are supposed to be your friends. And some of them will pull you down because they don't like it if you're too strong. If you want to fast for 3 days, somebody will offer you some food because they want to test you. They don't want to fast, so they don't want you to fast. So you say, no, I don't feel like eating. I'm fasting this weekend. And so for what? Why are you fasting? You trying to lose weight or something? People don't just fast because they fat. They fast because it's a spiritual discipline that allows us to get control of ourselves. Yeah. You got people all around you to try to tear you down. But your rocket got to be lit. And I went on past that. Malcolm was my teacher. Malcolm was my friend. Malcolm was a second father to me. But when Malcolm deviated from the path of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I was put in the valley of decision. I had to choose between my friend and my teacher. It was painful. I chose my teacher naturally. And I had to say so long to my friend. Malcolm was pulling on me to go with him. I said, no, I can't go with you. I got to go on with Elijah. My brother is gone, but I'm here. And my rocket is lit. And now I come to the government of the United States and the Jews that control things. Now I'm up in the air. Now I'm meeting the real devils. Now they're all down there in Washington. You ain't got to them yet, but I'm there with them now. And they'll never defeat me. Not as long as I'm in God and God is in me. They can't calculate the strength that I have. Because to calculate my strength is to calculate the strength of God. And they ain't got no machine to calculate His strength. I'm telling you, man, if you want to be something, let God come into your life And God ain't no spook, he ain't no spirit. He's a real live human being in whom is spirit and wisdom. And God came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the one that was to come to seek and to save that which was lost. The real Jesus of your book is not a man that lived 2,000 years ago. If you look 2,000 years ago, that was not the time for the fulfillment of that Jesus casting out devils. He was 2,000 years too soon. Yeah. This is the time. And the real Jesus Christ is on scene. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Yes. He raised a man from among us that only went to the 4th grade of school, but he was the most powerful black man to ever walk among us. Yeah. And that man that God, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the original man, the living Christ, raised up. Christ me with the power to crush the wicked. Yeah. We can't be crushed by the wicked. On this rock I build my house, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. It ain't talking about no church. It's talking about a people and a nation that will never be destroyed by the power of the wicked. We're here, brothers and sisters. We're gonna be here. Yeah. God is with us. Isn't that beautiful? His name shall be called Emmanuel. God is with us. I like that. Elijah means God is present. Yeah. God is present. He's with us. Yeah. Jesus means God lives. He's here. He's in a man. You looking in the sky for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed cracker to come. But he came unto his own, and his own received him not. And the light shined in the darkness, but the darkness comprehended it not. Yeah. He made a man as a witness of him, and that man stood among us for 44 years, and the powers of this world could not deal with Elijah Muhammad. Right. He built in the midst of them. That's right, brother. They still can't deal with it because Elijah ain't gone no place. Yeah. They got to contend with him now in his disciple. Yeah. He's alive in me. He's alive in those of us who believe in him. And his work is back again. Showing you that there's life in his word. It produces life. Wherever it goes, it raises the people up. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're at that hour where the government says, we gotta get him.